Yorubas go talk say we know they see grey hair for afternoon. Well, that's why we see am today. Serious matters now we bring come on top ONIF TV. Well, the matter where we want pop nose, where we want push our nose inside now one matter we touch our governor for Ekiti State. Um our own governor Kayode Fayemi all join in bed the two names together. Well, we go recall say some days ago this man make him talk say make them okay they never show you in picture. For those of you who don't know oh yeah, take am na be that. Yes, for some days ago this same man came out come talk say make them dey use call members to dey do military work, say make dem go dey face Boko Haram and all of that. And but we know the kind country wey we dey, and even though the statement wey im make, the statement get clause. E say willing and able graduate. That was the statement he made, and Nigerians have slammed him to the point say they tell him say make him recruiting children. I don't know how we came this far. Yes, I know say in developed world, especially in America, at least we get people with Nigeria, with their children, where their children not be Nigeria, their children the US Army, and they celebrate them. They're doing very well. That's because the armies are handled and equipped properly on that side. They have proper insurance and all of that. Not the way, ours being handled here. Consider what is going on in Imo and all of that. There was a killing of a colleague, and the colleagues and the army went on rampage, killing other people and all of that. And you know what happened lately, and burning houses and all of that. These are things that will naturally not take place in the civilized world. Let me put it that way. And so the picture of the army that we have, maybe because he spent majority of his education, he did most of them abroad, so probably gives him that kind of picture like but then it's not as beautiful as it is outside there here. People who join the army here, I see them, except for those who, people still need slots to join army. Those who now eventually join the kind of, the train are people who already don't know what to do again. They just need a livelihood. They need to get something doing. And so that's why they join the army. And if that's the case, then the purpose for which, the army is being put together will not be accomplished. And so what that means is that when these kind of people see battle, then go run. And so now waiting there with that. But then the governor coming out to say that people are willing. Yes, there is a clause there, willing and able. But why should, one is wondering why such a statement at a time such as this? I read a comment on somebody's on a particular. I read a comment on a page yesterday. Maybe I can still see that comment. I read a comment. Okay, yes, one of Nigerians musicians, music artists, saying that they should legalize marijuana and all of that. And I said my response to that was that children will always be children. That's the truth. And so because he smokes, he says everybody smokes. Not everybody smokes, child. Not everybody smokes. And so let's leave that one aside. But the point I'm trying to make is that the picture of the army in Nigeria, I don't think they're getting, because you remember I showed you a particular video on one of our shows, Serious Matter shows, of a particular army, an ex-army, who was talking about, how hard things could be being in the Nigerian army, especially when you are supposed to be facing battles, and a lot of them are dying, in the war front and all of that. A lot of them die. And so I believe that the work of the army is more of a sacrificial job. It's more of a job that you say, well, I'm willing to do it. So you do not need to be cajoled into it. So that's where, I agree with him that people who are willing and able. But then the way we have taken it, I'm not taking sides with him in any way. Yes, I'm on the side of the people because the atmosphere is tense now. It's not a time when you should be, there's insecurity everywhere. It's not a time when you should be propping up such statements and all of that. Governor Kayode, as it is on our paper here, has come under attack for urging President Muhammad Buhari to turn National Youth Service Corps NYSC camps into security training grounds and recruit willing and able graduates to join the military and the police, which could sound as a very good idea on one side because of the clause willing and able. Well, and so that's to say that if you signify interest at that level, then you should be able to join the Daily Post. Credits to Daily Post had reported that Fayemi pointed out one of the cheapest and fastest way to handle this was to amend the law setting up the scheme. According to him, if NYSC corpers are converted into soldiers, they could be deployed to fight against Boko Haram terrorists, bandits, separatists, and so on. And that is where the problem lies. Why do we want to use graduates, young chaps, to go and begin to fight bandits and Boko Haram terrorists? These people are not people that you just train some people under two weeks or 3 weeks or 6 weeks and you say go and face them. Like the days when David was going to fight Goliath, they told David, he said, look, young man, come. This guy has been fighting since he was a youth. So that means Goliath was not just one anyhow person. Because his voice alone drove away the army of Israel, drove them away. He didn't do anything. He didn't shoot a gun into the hell. He just talked, who is available? Just come. And he was well trained. And so I believe that requires people who are well trained to curb these people because they're fighting insecurity. Boko Haram has been there for more than a decade now, and we've not seen the end of it. Unfortunately, things are getting worse by the day. Having them host their flags in some part of the northern part of Nigeria, inside this country, and the separatists, agitators of let's go our way and all of that are able to be curbed. If we could trace, if Nnamdi Kanu could be traced to, Kenya, could be monitored to Kenya and arrested, how much more our own environment? Bandits are operating successfully. They are collecting ransoms. I was just hearing from one of our presenters earlier on today that these bandits now have so much money with them that they even come around and share money for some people. We've had Boko Haram there. They're still operating successfully. Why is it taking us so long to fight them? He added that corps members who cannot join the military service can serve in their communities without pay. That also does not make sense. It doesn't. Seriously, it doesn't. And that's one of the reasons why people are slamming him. And I was surprised when I heard that. Is this man really him? When you hear some people say some things, you are just like, I didn't expect that from you. How do you say that? Are we making matters worse, or we are trying to make things get better? Statements like this will cause more harm than the solution that one would have expected that it brings. It's about reacting. Some Nigerians on social media urge him to lead by examples by bringing his children abroad to join the military, and that's the truth. All of you have your children abroad. You are telling them to use their own children here. Who is there to use his own child for sacrifices? You know how many army members died on the war front? That young man said in that short video, he said we were driving in a light skin truck. The terrorists came against them with an armored vehicle. Who is deceiving who? Just one rocket propeller threw off their vehicle. He said 9 of them died instantly. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I believe strongly that we are getting close to that time because I believe that eyes are being opened. The eyes of people are being opened. I've been having a conversation with one of the great minds that I would describe as great minds of Nigeria. Yes, in case you are watching now. Yes, I believe you are a great mind, and because I believe that if a number of us we have the same mindset, we're not going to be when the Bible says that the kingdom of God suffer violence and the violent take it. It's not the violence of guns, it's not the violence of no, that can only kill the body. How many people have died now that you remember? Not many. Not many people. So you find out that if a number of us, a sizable number of us, can come together and have the same mindset, have the same drive, have the same force and focus, we will do more than guns and bows and arrows can do. That's the truth. Here are some of the comments daily posts gathered on Twitter and Instagram. Well, these names are at Abe Soye. He said, just hope all your children would also be among the troops to fight the bandits, the wicked souls, after siphoning all the funds meant for the masses. Your next agenda is to start your suicide mission. This other person, Fayemi Banzini, he said, when will these folks stop treating NYSC as the panacea to all Nigerian problem? Like they are the guinea pig. So will you be kind enough to bring one of your children, just one, not two, to join in beefing up the security? Also the bus boy. The bus boy said, after all the suffering in school, when it's now time for parents to reap their labor, they should lose their sons and daughters to the hands of Boko Haram and bandits. These guys are deadly. They have no mercy. You have children also, Mr. Fayemi. Please recruit your children to fight them. This person at .efresh, insane. Fayemi is better than this. Sensible people like him and Fashola seem to lose their marbles when they get near the levers of power. Like I said earlier on, no, I didn't expect that from him. And I believe he disappointed so many people making certain statements. Not at this time. This person at Address Bello, this is pure madness. Why don't you lead by example by bringing your kids to join the security training ground? This other person at Doppler Films, looking for people's sons and daughters to kill in an avoidable warfare by Islamist expansionist agenda and corruption. The war is avoidable. We don't have a problem. Seriously. It's the day you know what the problem is that the problem begins to disintegrate. He already knows that you know him. That's the day it begins to disintegrate. How would some people be in government and they are fueling an agenda, they are fueling banditry, they are fueling Boko Haram, and you now say innocent people should bring their children to go and fight the people? Who is deceiving who? At Magnus_Coca, he said some suggestions to Governor Fayemi of Ekiti State. Number one, his children should be at the forefront of this security campaign. Number two, he and other governors should reduce the number of DSS operatives, police personnel, and civil defense personnel on their security detail. The security they are carrying around us. Things are the way I see when I look at Nigeria sometimes, when I just think and look at Nigeria sometimes, I feel everybody is going in this direction. We are going in this direction. And we feel it's normal. And anybody who says that's not the direction, turn this way, we look at the person and say, you are not fine. You're not okay. Oh, baseless. APC is a curse. It's if Fayemi wants the federal government to recruit corps members and security personnel. Tinubu wants to recruit 50 million youths into the army. Are you happy? Are you people okay? Sadiq Tade, Osibajo is their best choice in the party for the sake of the country. If at all APC gets to rig the 2023 election successfully, I can't have Tinubu, who believed in 50 million battalion, or Fayemi that believe corp members should be used to beef up the country's security. Of course, we already know that Osibajo is the best. If APC is going to come back at all, then it's nobody but Osibajo. That's the way it is. Anyway, well, the platform is yours. Please just drop your comments with respect to this this statement made by this governor. Thank you very much for watching. Drop your comments and please do share this video with others. You are doing us a favor, and please also believe that you are also helping others, helping to build up our wisdom, energy, and all of that. Thank you very